Trying to hold this steady on here so I can get this as a thumbnail. Hopefully that'll work. Okay, this is part 2 of this lock repair video. Now, one thing I forgot to mention is you might have to cut the screws. I'm using the old ones that were in there already, so I've put the new ones in. I just used the old screws. They turned out just right. So that's the new key barrel, I'll call it. Now I noticed that when I put this, you see this little slot there? You got to get that onto that. And when I put that on there, look what happens. See, I'm gonna have to cut some of the door out right there so that can sit in there. And it looks like the holes are going to be in a different spot. You see the old hole, and you see where that one lines up, slightly different. But if I go in a little bit, it's going to be close again. But got no choice. I got to take my chisel and whatever, mark that, cut that little corner out. Now, if you have to cut these screws, what I would be doing, I've got a vise, and I should have a vise in my car, but this is what I would end up doing. Taking some molds, deciding on, you see the little ridges in there? That's where you want to cut if you can. You can cut it in the middle if you have to, but it's sometimes hard to get the thread started again. But if you're careful, you can. So I just take that, my mini hacksaw, this is a name brand, I think. Who's it made by? Somebody recognized it. Oh, it's an Eclipse. An Eclipse 675. And vice grips. I'd one hand like this, and the other hand with that, and just cut that sucker right off. So there you go. And that's where we're at now. We got to do the next thing is get that door trimmed up, and maybe we'll have something.